All right, so finding ourselves in our chairs, and grabbing whatever you need for your practice today. So if you're using blocks, a strap, a pillow, eye pillow, whatever you need, make sure that you have that surrounding you in your safe space. And we are sitting in our chairs, and we're sitting in the center of our chairs, trying to keep our backs away from the back of the chair, unless you have an illness, injury, dealing with an injury, and you need the support of the chair. Otherwise, try and bring yourself to the center of the seat of your chair so that we are engaging the core and activating the core the whole time. So sitting ourselves up nice and tall, maybe grounding those feet into the floor, maybe rooting those toes, those heels, rocking those feet back and forth or side to side, or rotating those ankles, but just beginning to find yourself in the present moment, present place, and sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Let's start off by rolling our shoulders back. So let's do big shoulder rolls here. And you can roll those shoulders as big, as exaggerated as feels good for you. Or if you need to keep it small, then you can do that too. But listening to your body. Oh yeah, big shoulder rolls. And then let's go ahead and roll those shoulders forward. So big shoulder rolls the other way. And this way may not feel as comfortable as the other way, or maybe it does, maybe the other way is uncomfortable for you. But just recognizing you got big shoulder rolls here, and then go ahead and roll that back again, and then roll that forward again. And then let's give a big shrug. So shrug shoulders up to the ears, and then release that down. Oh, good. And then shrug that up again, and release that down. And one more time, shrug that up, and release that down. Good. Let's drop our chin to our chest, and hands can be resting on thighs, or they can be off to the side. Again, whatever feels best for you. But chin is to the chest. Thinking about nice, long, heavy arms so that you get more of a lengthening in your neck as your chin is going to the chest. And then let's go ahead and lift our eyes to sky. Nice. Take that chin back to chest. And then eyes to sky again. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Bring that head back to center, head to neutral. Let's look to the right. So thinking about our chin going over to our right shoulder. Towards it doesn't have to go all to it. Towards the right shoulder, keeping our left shoulder down and back, or keeping actually both of our shoulders down and back, keeping that chest open, trying not to round here, but we're looking to the right. Then let's go ahead and look to the left. Looking to the left here. Chin over towards that left shoulder. And head back to center. Look to the right again. And then look to the left again. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Neck nice and neutral. Drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. And maybe you release that left arm so that you get some good stretching right here in that neck. That's that left side of the neck. Head to center, left shoulder, or left ear to left shoulder. And releasing that other arm. Good, that right arm. Very nice. And head back to center. Now let's do some neck half circles here. So let's drop our chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And let's take this from side to side. And you can go very slow here, if that feels good for you, articulating each movement. Or you can make it a little faster, but you can go super duper extra slow if that feels good for you, especially if you've got a lot of soreness or tightness in your neck. If there's a lot of tension in those neck muscles and those shoulder muscles, maybe you want to go slow here for these first few times. Good. And just taking that from side to side, releasing any built up tension. Drop that chin back to chest, lift our head to center, roll our shoulders back, roll those shoulders forward. Shake out those arms. Let's do big sun breath here. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale this out. Good. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our left hand to the outside of our right thigh. Right hand either on the seat of the chair or reaching for the back of the seat of the chair, the top part. And a little twist here. Doesn't have to be a big one yet. We'll get big twists in. It can be your smallest twist of the practice. Just beginning to wake up that spine a little bit in this twisting motion. Good. Take a deep breath here. And let that breath out. And let's bring it back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. This time as we exhale, let's take our right hand to the outside of our left thigh. And that left hand either goes to the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. And twist that here, just a little twist here and breathe. Good, and bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top here. Press our palms towards the ceiling. Now let's lengthen up through that torso, lengthen up through those arms, make some space in the rib cage for your lungs so we can fill up those lungs with some good oxygen. And let's inhale it deeply here. Inhale. And big exhale out. And deep inhale here. And big exhale out. Thick cough again. Inhale it here. And deep exhale it out. Good, or big sigh out. Very nice. Let's keep our arms up, release our hands, and let's walk our legs over to the right side of the chair. Let's take those hands to the top of the seat of our chair, and we've got a big spinal twist here. So now here is your deep spinal twist. Here's where you get to twist as deeply as you want into this using the leverage of your grip, holding the back of the chair, and you can twist as deep here as you want. And use the breath. Use that deep inhale and that deep exhale. Oh, to release tension or help with tightness or soreness. Oh, that feels good. Very nice. Another big deep inhale and a deep exhale. Good. Let's lift those arms back up. Reach that back up to the sky. Take our legs back to center. And then let's go ahead and walk our legs over now to the left. Hands go to the back of the seat of the chair again. And use that to twist as deeply on this side as you did on the other. And using our deep breath here as well to help with that twist. Oh, that's good. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And big exhale it out. Ooh, oh, that's good. Let's reach those arms up and take this back to center. Very nice. Reaching that up. Go ahead and maybe clasp your hands again. You don't have to. You don't need to clasp your hands again. Let's just bring those arms out in front of us. I was gonna have them clasped here, but that's okay. Let's have those hands out in front of us. Stop hands. Let's point our fingers down and point those fingers up. Down and up and down and up and down and up. And go ahead and rotate the wrists. Rotate the other way. Good. Very nice. Let's open this up so we see our arms in our peripheral vision. So they're not way back here. We're opening it into that like wide V, but we see our arms outside of the sides of our eyes. Let's take our palms up, make some fists, roll our fists in and make an exaggerated bicep curl. Sit our spine up nice and tall. Let's do a seated cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and inhale, open this up, arching that back, and then exhale, round this, elbows together. Good. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. And exhale and round. Good. Bring the spine neck back to neutral. Lengthen up through that. Open those arms up. Press our palms down. Roll our shoulders back. Roll that forward. Big sun breath here. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale that out. Very nice. Let's take that left hand again across to that right thigh. Right hand is gonna, now let's reach for the top of the back of the seat of our chair. And twist ourselves again. We're gonna twist a little bit more here. Big deep breath, inhale. And exhale it out. Some days we just need some more twisting. Bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Let's take that right arm across. Do the same thing on the other side. So using the side of that chair or holding the top of it. And a big twist here. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring this back to center. Let's open up that chest. So let's inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us. So either clasping hands or holding onto the back of the chair or holding onto the way back seat of the chair. So it just depends, again, on where your flexibility, mobility is letting you go today. Every day is different. We've got our arms behind us. Let's go ahead and look to the right first. So looking to the right. Good, nice neck mobility there, or neck flexibility. And let's look to the left. Bring our head back to center, drop our chin to chest. And then eyes to sky. And head to neutral. And shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. Let's open up that chest once more. So clasping the hands or holding onto the back of the chair or the seat of the chair, whichever works best for you. Or maybe you're doing something different on the second time around. And that's perfect. Go ahead and look to the left this time. Let's look left. And then let's look right. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. And take our eyes to sky. And head back to neutral. Oh yeah, shake that out. Good, shake those arms out, very nice. Let's add in our seated sun salutations. So place blocks where you want them if you are using blocks. Let's inhale and sweep those arms up. And exhale, dive it down and over. And as always, feel free if you need a cushion between your belly and thighs, if you've got some back issues, always feel free. You can use a cushion, you can use a pillow, you can use a rolled up blanket, another rolled up mat, whatever works for you. We've got our hands right there on those blocks. We've got ourselves in our nice seated forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through our arms, lengthen through that spine. Ooh, so nice long spine. Elongating that. Tailbone is pointed down towards the seat of the chair. Crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Good. And then release that. Inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through arms, lengthen through spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through arms, lengthen through spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through those arms. Let's hold this here. So hold those long arms, hold that long spine, but still breathing, still inhaling and exhaling here. Let's take that right hand, press our right hand into that right block, and let's go into our first side spinal twist or spinal twist to the side. Maybe lifting this left arm. Maybe if it's not available for your shoulder to do, your hand is at your waist or on your thigh, especially if you have no mobility in that shoulder. Otherwise, we're trying to work on a little bit of arm flexibility, arm stability, like shoulder flexibility and mobility right here. And breathing into this. Oh, yeah. Good. Release this down and relax. Very nice. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. We're going to do that same side again. So right hand is going to press back into that right block and opening this up here. Oh, that's so good. I'm feeling this way in my low back today, which is good. I need that stretch. I need that stretch there. It's a good lower back stretch. Most of the time I feel it up in my shoulders and in my neck, but today, feel it way down in that low back, and that is good. Good stuff. And breathe. And then go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's take that left hand. Left hand's going to press into that left block. And let's twist this over. And maybe you have the same amount of mobility on this other side, or maybe you don't. If you don't, welcome to the club. It's okay. That's why we do this, to work on equality for that mobility, equaling that. Good, and breathe, breathe it here. And then release that. Very nice. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here again. Press our left hand back into that left block and twist this open again to the right. And breathe. And then go ahead and release that. Good, relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Good. Sit ourselves up nice and tall. We're going to do our seated spinal twist again, this time with that super twist. So let's inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge at those hips and super twisting, spinal twisting over to the left side. That right elbow, right tricep is trying to get over to that left quadricep, that left front thigh, so that we get a nice deep, deep twist here. Deep spinal twist and breathing, breathing it here. And let's bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep that up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Good. We're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to do it on the other side. So sitting our spine up nice and tall. Inhale. As we exhale, hinge and twist. So twisting now to the right. Trying to get that left elbow, left tricep to that right thigh. And breathe. Breathe it here. Ooh, this feels extra good on this side. Oh, feeling it in that upper back. Keep breathing it. Good, let's bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. And let's release our arms to our sides. Good, let's go ahead and move on to our legs. Our legs and our core. So we're gonna go into one of our most difficult poses that we do in any of the practice, in the chair practice, in the regular practice, our staff pose. So we're gonna take those legs up, flexing through our feet. Let's reach up through our arms. Strong staff pose here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale out. Good, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, let's release our arms. You can either hold onto the seat of the chair or hands to thighs or just resting by your side. We've got hamstring curl, leg extension. We're gonna go for 8. So curl this in and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. And we're gonna hold our extension. Go ahead and point those toes, flex those feet. 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 Point those toes and flex those feet. Very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and release our left leg. Scoot ourselves forward a little bit. Right leg is lifted. Let's lengthen through our arms, trying not to touch the back of our chair. Let's breathe it here in a modified boat pose. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, we can release that. Bring this leg in. We can scoot ourselves back and hug the leg in. So let's go ahead and give that a nice big hug. Hug that leg in. Very nice. Maybe you're rocking back from side to side. That feels good too. Let's wrap our left arm around our right leg and let's go ahead and twist it to the right. Ooh, big breath here. Inhale it deep and exhale it out. And then let's twist to the other side. So twisting the other way. Inhale it deep and exhale it out. Good. And let's bring that back to neutral, back to center. Let's go ahead and take our right ankle to that left thigh and sit ourselves up tall. Actually, let's find our hinge here first. So you may not be hinging very far at all. If you have tight hip flexors, like me, that hinge may be very tiny, minuscule, but that is okay. So we're finding out where our hinge is going before our shoulders start to round. Right there. Good. We want to keep our shoulders back, chest open, not rounded, because we want to keep this stretch into the hip joints. That's where we want this at. Good. All right. So now we're going to add in the breath with the hinge movement. Let's sit up nice and tall against the back of the seat of the chair. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinge forward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And one more time, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Good, maybe you're holding this hinge. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper into it. That's good, if you can. If not, that's okay too. Every day is different. Very good, and then let's go ahead and release that. Let's take it into half shoelace. So let's cross this leg over. Heel's gonna go to the corner of the seat of the chair. Let's wrap that left arm around, right leg, and let's go ahead and twist. twist to the right. Now we get a little bit of a different stretch for that hip, that leg, that right hip, that right leg. We're getting more IT band stretch here, which is that outer thigh stretch. IT band goes right up and down this thigh. Oh. Good twist here, and remembering to breathe, especially if you're very tight. Use that breath, that'll be very helpful. Let's twist it the other way. So go ahead and twist it towards the left and breathe it here. And bring that back to center. Give that a nice big hug again. And let's uncross that, shake that out. Back to stacked pose. So let's scoot ourselves forward, lengthen through our legs, flex through those feet, reach up through our arms. Strong here. Let's inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And we can release those arms down. Again, holding onto the seat of the chair, hands to thighs. Hamstring curl, leg extension. Let's go for 8. So curl this in and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold our next extension. Hold this here. Point those toes, flex those feet. 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 Point those toes and flex those feet. Very nice. Release our right leg, scoot ourselves forward. Left leg is lifted, boat pose here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. We can scoot that back, bring that left leg in, and give that a nice big hug. That feels good. Hugging that leg in. Give it a big hug. Very good. Let's wrap that right arm around that left leg and twist that here. Good. My upper rib cage, super tight. So it was making me almost catch my breath. Woo, when we were doing this twist here. That's good. Very good. And let's take that the other way. Other side. And breathe. And then let's bring this back to center and let's go into our figure 4, our piriformis or hip flexor stretch. So bringing that left ankle to that right thigh, sitting ourselves up tall and begin to hinge forward. So finding your hinge just like we did on the other side, finding that where that hinge is at on this side for you today. It might be minuscule, teeny tiny, and that is wonderful. And making sure that we keep our shoulders back, keep that back from rounding. Good. Let's add in that breath with that movement. So let's sit ourselves up tall against the back of the seat of the chair. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Whew. Yeah. Good. Maybe holding that hinge a little bit. Good. And release that. Very nice. Let's take it into that half shoelace. Heel goes to the corner of the right corner of the chair. Let's wrap that right arm around that left leg, And we get that different section of the leg, of the hip, of the thigh, of the glutes, twisting into that, and breathe it here. And exhale. And big deep inhale. And exhale. And let's twist that the other way, other side. And breathe it here. Big deep breath. Good, let's bring that back to center. Give yourself a big hug here. And then let's release that. Let's scoot ourselves over to the side. We're gonna go into our crescent, our supported crescent. So we're gonna take our left leg back behind us. Right leg is in front. We've got that knee nice and bent. Left leg is nice and long. Yeah, that's a good one. Reach up through this, reach through those arms, lengthening through that torso. Maybe you're getting a little bit of a back bend here as you're reaching up through this. But we have that heel lifted, toes are pressed into the floor, nice long left leg. Let's drop our right hand to the right side of the seat of the chair and let's reach over. So reaching over with the left arm. So we are getting a front left side stretch. So we're stretching from our fingers and it's kind of moving down the front part of our abs, down through our hip flexor and down through that quadricep and then back into that calf. So we're getting this front side stretch here and reach and breathe. Good, let's kind of windmill and take this into just a little bit of a side stretch here. Hand can be to thigh, other hand to hip. And maybe you're just looking to the side, or if you want more of neck stretch, maybe you're looking back or back towards your heel or your calf. I do know on this side, I have more flexibility in my neck than I do on the other side. I'm working on that. Working on having the same amount of flexibility in the other side. It's very important. Good, let's bring this back to center, very nice. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg onto the whole seat of the chair. Take our left leg off to the side. And now we're gonna get more of a lateral stretch. Instead of a front side stretch like we just did, now we're gonna get more of a side stretch. Let's reach up through the center here, lengthening through that. Toes can be pointed to the front or off to the side. However feels best for your ankle or wherever you're challenging yourself today. Let's go ahead and drop that right hand back to the right side of the chair and let's reach this over. And now we are getting more of that lateral. So we're more side stretch, side then front, reaching through this and breathing. Good, let's go ahead and windmill this arm and reach this over and breathe. And release that. And let's turn ourselves. So now that we are in a pigeon, a supported pigeon, so we're supporting that front leg. Let's lift those arms back up center here. So almost like that crescent, the back half of the crescent, except that front leg is now fully supported and we're getting that wonderful, like that hip has to stretch here because we are in this position. So loving it. And then let's add in that forward fold. So you're either on those hands or you're on those elbows or you're folding all the way forward. I like to use a block for support from the floor. Let's keep that back leg extended and active, supported. Heel is lifted and breathe. And let's go and bring ourselves back up, reach back up through those arms, lengthen back up through that torso. Very nice. And then release that. Good. Let's take ourselves into our warriors. So let's go ahead and take that right leg off to the side, knee is bent, left leg nice and straight. We've got our strong arms, both of our arms are strong legs, strong torso, strong abs, strong neck, strong arms. Relax that face. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, let's go into reverse warrior. So let's drop that left hand back to the left thigh, right palm up. Peaceful warrior, reach up through that. That's a good stretch right there, and breathe. And then let's take this into side angle. So let's bring that arm to the thigh, reach that other arm over. That bicep is nice and close to that temple or to the ear. Good, lengthening through that. We're getting so many lateral stretches in these poses, which is so good, so good. Good, bring this back up, back to a nice proud warrior, warrior two, and then release that, very nice. Good, let's go ahead and scoot ourselves over and let's go into crescent on the other side. So here, let's take that right leg behind us, left leg is in front of us, nice bent knee. Reach up through the center here. Oh, that's good. Reaching up through that, maybe you've got that slight arch in the back, slight back bend, maybe not. Just depending, but this is such a good stretch for that hip flexor, such good strengthening for that leg. Let's go ahead and take that left hand, drop that left hand to the left side of the chair, and let's reach. Now we have that front lateral stretch. Ooh. Good, and breathe. Very nice. And then just a little windmill. And like I said, this is the side that I need to work on with my neck. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on my neck mobility. So I have the same amount on this side that I do on the other side. And it is a little more uncomfortable, but I'm working towards it. And that's the comfortably uncomfortable is okay for those poses that we need to do to where we can find balance for both sides of the body. Just breathing that here. We don't want pain, but comfortably uncomfortable is okay. Comfortably uncomfortable is where the change happens. Good, let's bring this back to center. Very nice. And let's go ahead, take that leg, left leg, get that left leg the seat of the chair. Take our right leg off to the side. Lengthen up through our legs, lengthen up through our arms. We're lengthening the leg up through our arms. Good, reaching up through that. Very nice. And toes can be either off to the side or to the front, whatever feels best for your ankle. But try and remember what you did on the other side and do the same thing for this ankle on this side. So let's go ahead and drop that left hand back to the left side of the chair and reach. And now we get that lateral, full lateral stretch right here. So from our fingers down to our toes or heels, whichever the furthest away from you is, and breathe. Good. Yeah. And then let's go ahead and release that and reach this over. So now we're reaching over that other, the same side to the right, but with that left arm. Very good. And breathe. And then release that. Good. Let's turn this into pigeon. So we've got that supported pigeon. Our back leg is nice and strong. Foot is, or heel is lifted. Foot is flexed. Active leg. Reach up through this. Reaching up through those arms, through that torso, and breathe. Good, and let's bring ourselves into that forward fold. So wherever you were on the other side, try and fold to that same place on this side. So if you were on your hands, on your elbows, or if you were folding all the way forward, maybe using a block like I am, maybe not, maybe you have that flexibility and mobility where your hands are all the way on the floor. But remember to keep that back leg active, keep it alive, keep it not from sleeping, and breathe. Good, let's lift up through this, reach up through those arms, lengthen up through that. And release that. Good. Let's take it into warrior on this side, into our warrior poses on this side. So left leg, left knee is bent. Right leg is nice and straight. Strong legs, strong torso, strong abs, strong neck, strong arms, strong chest. Relax the face. Good, nice, proud warrior here. Let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up. Peaceful warrior, reach up through that and breathe. From our peaceful warrior, let's take it into our side angle. So arm goes to thigh, other arm reaches over bicep, nice and close to that temple or that ear, and breathe. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. And release that. Good. Scoot ourselves forward. Let's take our blocks right there to the inside of the leg. Let's take our right hand to our right block and let's spinal twist it open. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. And breathe. Seated spinal twist, opening with that arm, getting lots of mobility here. Lots of opening flexibility, and breathe. Let's inhale and lift this up. And then exhale, release that left arm down. And now we're over to the other side. Right arm is lifted and breathe. And inhale and lift this up. And release that. Good. Let's bring those legs together and place our blocks where we want them. We're going to go into a standing forward fold, but we've got our seated forward fold first. So sitting ourselves up tall, front edge of our chair. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over in that seated forward fold. Pressing our feet into the floor, hands on the blocks. If you are using blocks, let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off of the chair and let those legs stretch. So we're letting the backs of our legs just stretch out right here. So all the way from those feet up to those glutes. Our Achilles tendons, the backs of the heels and ankles, our calves, our hamstrings, up into our glutes, letting that stretch out in this forward fold. Very nice. Let's inhale, flatten our back, and look it forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Seated forward fold. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Look forward. Exhale and release. Now we're going to add in the standing. So let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. A standing mountain. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Good. Take a seat in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Standing. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. This time let's add cactus arms as we exhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Take a seat in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Standing forward, fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Cactus those arms back. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. We're going to stand up again. Inhale and sweep our arms all the way up. Cactus those arms back as we exhale. Inhale and lift. And then let's release our arms to our sides. Very nice. Good job. Let's go ahead and turn this chair around. We'll go into a modified downward facing dog, stretching our chest, shoulders, armpits. So let's go ahead and take those hands right there to the back of the seat of the chair. Walk our legs away. And let's go ahead and make ourselves into a table right here. So we've got our back and our arms are a nice flat tabletop. So if you can allow yourself to sink a little bit more into the floor, so be kind of concave, chest is falling towards the floor, then you can get a good stretch in the shoulders, in those armpits, just the same stretch that we would get if we were doing a downward facing dog. It's that kind of overstretching of the shoulders, of the armpits, of the chest. Maybe relaxing that head and neck. Maybe you want to nod your head or shake your head. Maybe that feels good. Just get that wonderful stretch right there. Good. And then let's slowly round this up and bring this up. We can bring it nice and close to the chair. Let's go ahead and go into dancer. So let's plant our left foot into the floor. Let's reach our right hand for our right foot. And you can be holding onto that chair, or if you want to work on your balance today, you don't have to. The chair can just be there, and you can have both hands on one foot, or you don't have to do that either. I think I'm going to hold on to the chair today. Right hand is holding on to that right foot, and we're just going to begin to hinge forward, kind of kicking that foot back into that hand, making a big circle, our hand attached to our foot, and that leg, our arm and our leg. Those are the words I was trying to use. That's it's making a circle. That's what we're doing in this dancer here. So we're making a nice circle. We're getting a good back stretch, getting a good front quad stretch, thigh stretch, arm stretch, shoulder stretch. Lots of stretching right here. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and hinge this up. Let's take this leg and swing it around to the front. So that will go into another piriformis or figure four. So, or single-legged squat. That foot is right there on that thigh, or that ankle is right there on that thigh. And you can be holding onto the chair the entire time, and you are still getting that excellent balance and stretch and strengthening. Even while we're holding onto that chair. Oh, it's burning on me. Good, release that and shake that out. Woo-wee. Very nice. Let's take it to the other side. Left hand reaches for left foot. We've got our right foot nice and planted. And let's begin to hinge this and begin to make that circle. Lengthening through that leg, lengthening through that arm. We've got that arched back. We've got that strong leg, strong arm, and both are getting wonderful stretching and strengthening here. That straight leg, that right leg, stable leg is getting strong as well. I feel it in the back of my leg, that standing leg. Good. Keep breathing it here. Keep lengthening. And then we hinge this back up and bring that leg around into that Figure 4, piriformis stretch on the side. Woo, this is tighter, but good. It's very good. Keep breathing. Breathing it here. Inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. And let's release that. Shake that out. You can move yourself away from your chair. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. So we have a nice standing forward fold without the chair. And then let's go ahead and roll ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Roll our shoulders back. Let's take ourselves onto the floor for our inversion, our modified shoulder stand, and then for our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for those things. You'll need blocks or stiff pillows to support your sacrum, your low back for our shoulder stand. And then whatever you use for final relaxation. If you use an eye pillow or if you use regular pillow or blankets. You can also, if you need more support for your legs, you can scoot up against the wall and use a wall for support. You don't have to have your legs just in the air if you know that doesn't work for you. You can have them supported by a wall. We've got our legs up on the seat of the chair. We've got our glutes scooted nice and close to it. And let's go and take that support, either your block or your stiff pillows, whatever you use, place it right underneath your sacrum. So right underneath that low back, that belt area. And let's take our palms up. So let's have those shoulders rotated open for this. Chest is open. And then let's go ahead and bring those legs up into that supported shoulder stand. And you can find stillness here. You could be pointing and flexing. You can be letting gravity do some work here and have your legs wide. And you'll find the longer that you hold this, the more that your legs are going to be pulled down towards the floor. So whatever feels best for you today in your practice in the present. Not what you're wishing for, not what you did last time, today. So that might mean that you have to take stock of what's going on in your body today. Not yesterday or not tomorrow, not what you wanted or not what it was, but at this very moment. And that is such a good self-care practice, to be aware of your present body and what's going on in the present. And finding acceptance of that. Breathing it deep. I love inversion poses. They always seem to have good clearing the cobwebs. They clear the cobwebs, clearing of the mind. Breathing it deep. And let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's take our right ankle to our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner thigh away. Piriformis stretch here. Last one of the practice. And then release that. Let's switch sides, ankle to thigh, piriformis stretch on the other side. Last one of the practice. And release that. Very nice. All right, let's take that block out from underneath our low back. We can scoot that chair away, or if you're up against the wall, you can bring yourself back to your mat. And let's take ourselves into our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that. If you use an eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, you can place that eye pillow over your eyes and enjoy the heaviness of that eye pillow, the heaviness and the darkness. You can reach through your arms towards one end of the room, reach through those feet, through those toes, through those heels, towards the other end of the room. And imagine that you are getting taller here, that you are adding an inch or 2 or 3 to your height. Somebody's pulling at your arms, somebody else pulling at your legs. So good. Really reaching through that. That low back, maybe it's lifting up off the floor. Maybe you've got a yawn or two in you like I do. So good. Really reach through that. Inhale it deeply. As we exhale, allow yourself to melt, to sink, to settle. Let those feet fall open. Let those arms be open off to the side. Let everything become heavy and begin to slow things down even more. So slowing down that breath, but still utilizing that very deep breath, but making it slower. And you can be even making your breath louder, like an ocean breath. However it feels best for you in this relaxation. Relax your face, relax your jaw. I think that jaw release, mentally remembering to release my jaw is so helpful, so helpful. Still relaxing. Let's bend our knees and maybe tuck that tailbone under so that that low back can flatten against the floor if that feels nice for you. Maybe that arch between your back and the floor feels better. Whatever feels the best for you here. Let's drop both of our knees over to our most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side and a few breaths here. And then slowly beginning to bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong and supportive for you. So maybe you're in a simple cross leg, maybe you're kneeling, maybe you're back in your chair. But lengthen up through that spine. And let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. Bring our palms together. And exhale, eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And one more breath, big deep inhale. And big deep exhale.